My dad has an unbelievable vegetable garden, and often we're stuck with a lot of radishes and what to do with them. So this is roasted reds. It can be all radishes or the combo that I've got here. A couple of key things. I like to do it in my grandmother's cast iron pan, but certainly you can use a cookie sheet, line it, and pop it in the oven. So we start with wedges of our red onion. Super simple. Then we've got grape or cherry tomatoes. If they're great big ones, you might be inclined to cut them in half. Otherwise, they will shrivel up, so I like to keep them whole. Then we have radishes. Aren't these beautiful? So these are a sign of spring. If you keep them whole like this, I like to keep the greens on. A little tricky to eat, but it makes it super pretty. And so all we're gonna do is, for those that are humongous, we'll just cut some in half. Really, when you're cooking vegetables together, the only thing to keep in mind is you want them to be approximately the same size so they cook through at approximately the same time. So some in this case will be halved and some will be left whole. So handy dandy cast iron pan that I use for everything. I love it because it's stovetop or it goes in the oven. So all of our goodies into one pan. This is my style of cooking. Super simple, throw it in a pan. I once heard a chef say she was an oil and salt and pepper chef, and I feel the same way. Really, it's oil and salt and pepper. So pretty. My dad will be so happy that we're using his radishes. Fresh thyme, you can just throw in a few sprigs like this. Just remember to pull them out. So this goes in the oven, 350 until they're tender. Just squeeze them, and then when they soften, then they're ready to eat. Kind of an unusual and interesting side. It's a bit surprising. So pretty for a dinner party, but look how fast you just pulled this off. That's it. A few glug glugs. And some pepper. This is one of my favorite photos of all time, and I've used this a lot in the cookbook because there's nothing more beautiful than roasted reds. So into the oven for like 20 minutes or until slightly tender. Great to serve family style. Bring this right out and stick it in the middle of the table.